Pray that you're having a wonderful week and that God is keeping you in optimal shape and condition. Listen, I want to ask you a question this morning. The question is this: how do you handle people who mishandle you? How do you handle people who mishandle you? Let me ask it a little bit differently. How do you rightly handle people who mishandle you? But let me do reverse. Keep it where we're. How do you handle people that mishandle uh, you? That was the question that came to my mind as I began to move around this morning, and I wanted to ask myself that. And every now and then, we need to ask ourselves and pay attention to how we handle those who mishandle us. Quick example, on my job, I'm a mover. A lot of time when we go to pick somebody up, we move them. The packers have already been there and they packed up the household goods. So once we get there, pretty much we can get it and go. Every now and then, I'll ask the packers, how was that job and something like that. And they'll say to me, well, the people kind of, funny. They're going to give you a hard time and stuff like that. When they do that, I automatically know it's not going to be so. I say that to say this because I understand my purpose, meaning my job, my assignment. My assignment is not to go there and try to have a family reunion and to make friends and stuff. My assignment is to go there and pick up their household goods if that is what they want. Because when I get there, if they want something else, then we'll go another way. But my assignment, my job, is not to go there and to be all giddy and all that type of stuff. If I'm coming there to get your dressers and your clothes and your boxes and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that again I have to take another route. So again, I say that to say this: you'll be able to handle people, regardless of how they handle you, in the right way when you understand your purpose, your mission, your assignment. Oftentimes, people get what is the word I want to say? They get real touchy. They get offended for long periods of time. They get all messed up and discombobulated when people mishandle them again because they don't understand their assignment. They don't understand why I'm here, why I came. I came to do this. You know what I mean? So I say to you today, you'll be able to handle people better who mishandle you when you understand your purpose. You need to know your purpose by now in your life. If you're just freestyling around here and just, here and there and everywhere and don't know what your assignment is, then you will often again be offended when people mishandle you. So understanding your purpose, walk in your purpose, on purpose. Walk in purpose, on purpose, and with purpose. Let me say it like that. So again, when you begin to do that, when you begin to understand your assignment, your purpose, again, you won't try to do extra all the time. You won't try to be extra all the time. Again, you will end up less offended. Again, when people mishandle you. Mishandle, what does that mean, mishandle? Again, you deal with many people, places, and things, and again, you can often be mishandled. Mishandled is this. Let me just give you my definition, I think, as I'm talking now. Mishandled is this. Sometimes you'll come around people who are very fragile. And if you're a roughneck, you won't know how to handle them, so therefore you mishandle them. You can mishandle people not just physically touching. And stay with me theoretically. Maybe you can catch this spiritually somebody. But again, you have to be careful and know them that labor among you as well. Sometimes, again, you can have roughnecks around you and you are very fragile. And their makeup doesn't allow them to be able to understand that this person is fragile, so they mishandle you. You've got to have the proper tools when it comes to handling certain things. If there's something in my oven and it's hot and it's been in there baking or broiling or whatever it's doing, in order to handle that correctly, I've got to have at least some rags or oven mitt or something, because if I mishandled it, it'll be all right, but I'll sustain an injury. And sometimes we can get injuries by mishandling things, by not paying attention. And you mishandle something, again, it'll be all right. You better catch that. Like I said, catch it theoretically and spiritually. Sometimes, again, you can mishandle things by moving too fast. So again, therefore, if I got something in the oven, it's been in there a minute, I better make sure that I don't get caught up in what I'm doing, and I put on the proper attire, meaning, again, if it ain't nothing but some dish rags or if it's an oven mitt. So therefore, when I touch it, when I put my hands on it, I will handle it correctly. Because again, if I mishandle this, it is going to be all right, but I'm going to get burnt. And like I say, it may not just be a simple burn. It may be something where I can just get up real quick and let it go. And then it may be something that I have to carry the rest of my life. So don't you worry about, like I said, a lot of different situations. Pray that God will give you the ability to not be so touchy and feely all the time. And when people mishandle you, again, understand your purpose. Again, I'm not here. When I go to my job, I would love my boss man to be like, hey, James, we love you. You're just an awesome work and all that type. But most of the time, that won't happen. That is not my purpose. I'm there to get seed. The Bible said he gives seed to the sower. So God gets seed to me so I can keep sowing into the kingdom and that I can take care of my family. I'm not there, again, to be, to do something else. I'm there for a purpose. Amen. So I've got to operate in purpose, on purpose, and with purpose. Again, so don't you keep getting caught up again when people mishandle you. Amen. Just recognize it and move on. Because again, they'll be all right and you'll get injured. Quit responding verbally to everything that is thrown at you. Again, when folk throw shade or whatever it is. Colossians 4:6 said, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how to answer every man. Sometime when folks say something, how I want to say this, everything that doesn't deserve a response. Let me say that. Let me keep it simple. I won't try to find that. You don't have to respond to everything people throw at you. You don't have to respond to every trap that is laid for you. So again, I was just wondering this morning, how do you handle people who mishandle you? Anyway, just something to ponder on. Love you all. I pray that you have a wonderful Thursday. To God be all the glory. Watch out today. Anytime you're able to hear a word like this, if you don't get tried today, it'll be tomorrow or sometime in the future. So make sure that when folk mishandle you, you handle them correctly, even if that's just ignoring and moving on, whatever it is. God bless you. Love you all again. Have a good day.